Well, with so much news that has come out this week from the Stadia Connect, this is usually a time when the news might be a bit more scarce. With that said, there is some things worth covering, like Harmonix, one of the studios working on an exclusive title, dropped some news on what they are working on. Stadia also ended up scrapping the free weekend for Ghost Recon Breakpoints, and I'm briefly going to cover which sales I recommend for the week from the Stadia store. So like always, subscribe to this channel for Stadia news and cloud gaming coverage. But let's start this video with unfortunately some disappointing news. We had heard from Ubisoft that they were featuring a free weekend for Ghost Recon Breakpoint to kick off their big update showcasing the new teammates AIs, a part of the game notably missing compared to its last counterpart in Wildlands, and that is the game that I had put many hours into. A lot of people wanted the teammate AIs back, and they got it with this big update. So Ubisoft, wanting to bring people back into the game, are launching a free weekend on pretty much every single platform, including Stadia. Well, originally. And I had heaped a lot of praise for this news, because it's exactly what I've wanted for Stadia, to start offering the ability to demo games without paying a dime, to really get people on this platform, and as well to sell their games. But much to my surprise though, the news had turned out that the Ubisoft had took Stadia off this blog. Now it looks as though Stadia will not be featuring this free weekend for Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Now, I don't know why this ended up happening. I feel it's safe to assume that this came from the Stadia team, to take down their platform as being listed to cover this weekend. It really is a baffling move. We can speculate though as to why this happened. Maybe they don't think they can cover the amount of people who would jump in and play for free via the Blades, or they just aren't ready to roll out a free demo like this. I'm not sure, but this is something they truly do need to figure out. We've seen hints of free weekends coming within lines of codes, and maybe it's just something that's not supported just yet, and they're not ready to launch it because the UI and the platform just isn't there. Either way, let's hope next time there is going to be a free weekend that it will be on Stadia, because this is crucial not just for the growth of the platform, but for them to be able to sell these games and instill confidence in these publishers that you're doing everything you can to help sell their products. But alright, let's actually jump into some positive Stadia news with Harmonix, the developer working on an exclusive Stadia title, and the makers of Rock Band. They let us know that they are working on a completely brand new IP for the platform. Now, they haven't divulged more news than that, but man, I was glad to see this. While it would have been cool to have a new Rock Band for Stadia and it be exclusive to this platform, I think bringing a brand new IP to the platform will draw more buzz, and Harmonix is a quality studio that does produce excellent games. I'm honestly impressed that Stadia was able to bag Harmonix for an exclusive title. I fully expect to hear great things when we hear more about this game in the coming months, and it could be one of those games that really draws quite a bit of outside interest from the rest of the gaming world. And alright, we're going to go into the last portion of this video, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the Summer of Games sales here. And we have some great sales, some okay sales, and some not so great. Now, the games that I absolutely recommend will be here with Dragon Ball Xenoverse at $10. I think that's a steal. I'm not typically into these types of games personally, but I definitely had a blast with this one on Stadia. Then you have both Ghost Recon Breakpoint and Division 2. They're both relatively cheap here, one at 10 USD for Division and Recon at 12. 100% pick both of these up, especially with the Ghost Recon Breakpoint update coming, and they also have Stadia features like Stream Connect, and Division has the cross-play with PC as well. Then we have Darksiders is at 25. It's a good price, but I think it's a hold right now for a better sale. Monopoly as well, hold on that one. 18 is not super great. The new Lara Croft at $10 is also a solid price and has my recommendation. top-down adventure type game, and I probably would not recommend it more than that price though, so pick it up now if you're interested. Then you have the farming simulator. I mean, there's not much to say here. If you're into these types of games, this is the first sale that I can remember that we've seen, but it probably won't last, so it's a hold for me here in terms of finding a better sale down the line. And then we have Octopath Traveler. It's a game that I love to death, but at $48, it's still too expensive, and it's another hold for me into a better sale. But alright guys, that wraps up today's Stadia news. If you guys have any thoughts on what we covered in this video, please share that down below, as well as sub to the channel for more Stadia coverage. I'm Sunny, and I'll see you guys in the cloud.